Wavesound presents an unabridged recording of Minnie by Marianne van Velzen, narrated by Ella James. Preface. In my book Call of the Outback about the journalist, traveller and writer Ernestine Hill, I wrote a chapter on Jacob Santing, a Dutchman who arrived in Coober Pedy in the early 1920s. There were also a few lines about a female opal digger called Minnie Berrington, who dug shafts at Coober Pedy, and although only a slip of a girl, could match anyone for stamina, perseverance and strength. 6 years later, an Australian philatelist, Stuart Watterson, coming across Minnie's name in Call of the Outback, contacted me to ask if I would consider writing a book about her. Back in 2001, Stuart's wife Terry, while working a part-time job looking after old folks and people with disabilities, had suspected that one of her clients, Alice Davies, might actually be Minnie Berrington, the female opal digger they had heard about when they visited Coober Pedy in the 1990s, and it turned out that she was. Stuart met Minnie only once. She was then 101 years old, very frail and with failing eyesight, but still mentally sharp. During their conversation, Alice Davies confirmed that she was indeed the Minnie Berrington represented in the Old Timers Mine, the underground museum and opal shop that Stuart and Terry had visited in Coober Pedy. She also told him that she had written a book describing her experiences in that town and later in Audiobooks. Intrigued, Stuart had decided to research her life. His research was meticulous, and he managed over the years to collect scraps of information from a myriad of sources. If I agreed to write a book about Minnie, as Stuart suggested, it would present many problems, not the least of them being that I live in Europe, and COVID-19 had made doing research on the other side of the world impossible. But Stuart promised to assist me in any way he could. His help would prove vital. Soon, others joined in the search for Minnie's life. Jennifer Davidson and Sue Britt from the Coober Pedy Historical Society, Wayne Dries, a historian from Audiobooks, and Lara Lukic, who in fact initiated the Minnie Berrington project. Then there was Rachel Berrington, who had kept up a correspondence with her great-aunt Minnie for years. There was also Lorna Cameron, born on the Audiobooks opal field, who had known Minnie from an early age. All these people helped paint a more detailed picture of Minnie. Without them, this book could not have been written. The more I found out about Minnie, the more fascinated I was by her life. But I was equally fascinated by the difficulties the pioneers had to deal with.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?